Greetings and welcome to Yarnspirations. I'm Mary Beth Temple for Hooked for Life, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at the Crochet Pleated Pillow. I love this pillow. It has sort of a retro feel, but it looks perfect in a modern room. Go ahead and click that link below to download the free pattern to find out what kind of materials you're going to need. And while you're down there, feel free to subscribe to the channel for fresh content weekly on knitting, crocheting, and other yarny stuff. Let's get started on the center. All right, with a chain 4, join with slip stitch in first chain to form a ring. I like to stick my finger in the ring so I can make sure that I can see what I'm doing when I'm putting my stitches in. Then I'm going to chain 1 and put 10 single crochet in that ring. Join with slip stitch to first single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you have to sort of shove them over a little bit to give yourself some more room, but they'll slide along the ring, so that's fine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to join with slip stitch in the first single crochet. For the second round, we're going to make the first popcorn. So following along with the instructions, it says chain 3, 1, 2, 3, which counts as 1 double crochet. 3 double crochet in same space as slip stitch. So there it is, right where my hook was. So we're going to make 3 more doubles. 1, 2, 3, drop, loop from hook. So I like to extend the loop just a tiny bit while I'm doing this, just to make sure I don't accidentally unravel. So I'm taking my hook all the way out. Insert hook in third chain of chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. Pull, drop, loop through. So I'm going to grab that loop that I dropped, pull it through the top chain of that third chain and pull it up. And that gives me that texture on that stitch. That gives me my first popcorn. Now it says chain 1, popcorn in next single crochet, and we're going to repeat from star around. So we did our chain 1. We're going to do a regular popcorn in the next stitch, not a first popcorn. So it's 4 double crochet in 1 single. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop loop from hook. Again, I pull it up. You see, I just did it out of habit. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's just because I don't want to unravel that stitch. Go into the first double, into the top of the first double, and pull drop loop through. So there's my drop loop. I'm tightening it up a little bit and I'm pulling it through that first double crochet. So what happens is the top of the first guy and the top of the fourth guy join together. The other stitches sort of pop up, and that's what gives you the texture. So we're going to repeat that all the way around. Chain 1, popcorn in next double. So we're going to do that all the way around. And that will be the end of the first round after the join. One last time. Pull it up a little so it doesn't come unraveled. Go into the top of the first double crochet in that group of 4, grab that loop, pull it up, and tighten it up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the second round. And I will have 10 popcorns at the end of this round. I'm going to show you this round join because it is the teeniest bit fiddly, but as I often say here on Yarnspirations, if you are internally consistent with your stitching, it almost doesn't matter where you put stuff, as long as you do it the same way all the way around. But here I am at the end of the second round. I've made my last popcorn, and then it says chain 1, join round with slip stitch in top of first popcorn. So my popcorn's here, and where I put my hook is sort of in the hole. I don't want to put it in specifically one of those 4 double crochets. I'm sort of sticking it down in the hole and using where that first and fourth stitches are joined as the top of the popcorn stitch. And I have my 10 popcorns. So for the third round, we're going to start by making a first popcorn, which, as you may remember, is 1, 2, 3. So that's that chain 3. We're going to put 3 more double crochets in the same space. Take the hook out, put the hook down in the top of the chain 3, grab that loop, pull it through. That was my first popcorn. Then it says chain 1, popcorn in next chain 1 space. So here is one of the popcorns on the first round, or pardon me, on the second round. Here is one of the popcorns on the second round. The chain 1 space is here. See where my finger it is between the 4th double crochet of that popcorn and the first double crochet of that popcorn. So we're putting 1 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, extend the loop, drop it, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my first guy. Insert my hook under the 2 legs of the stitch, pull it through, chain 1, popcorn in the next popcorn. So you're going to have 20 at the end of this round, not 10 like we had at the beginning, because you are putting 1 in each popcorn and 1 in each chain 1 space, with a chain 1 in between. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the third round, and then we'll take a look at the fourth round. So here we are at the end of the third round. We have 20 popcorns. Let's move on to the fourth round. It says chain 1, 1 single crochet in each of next 3 stitches. Now the point to remember here for the stitches is the popcorns count as stitches, but so do the chain 1s. And then, so it's 1 in each of the next 3 and then 2 in the next one. And I'm going to start in that same stitch where I had my round join. So I'm going to go 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet. So there's my 1 in each of 3, and then 2 in the next one. 1, 2. Let's try that one more time. So it's 1 here, 1 in the second spot, 1 in the third spot, and then 2. 1, 2. I'm going to do that all the way around, join the round with a slip stitch in the first single crochet, and I'm going to count to make sure I have 50 single crochet. Here we are with our fourth round completed. Let's take a look at the fifth round. We're going to chain 7, 1, 2, I like to go pretty loosely, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we're going to be working on both sides of the foundation chain here, so it's nice if they're nice and loose so you can get your hook in twice. Now, if you have watched any other videos here on Yarnspirations, you know that I always recommend, where it's appropriate, to go into the back or bump of the chain rather than the front or the V, and I'm going to do that here because it's going to make my subsequent rounds easier. So here is my V's and the front, and this is where most of us were taught to stitch, but I like to stitch into the back bump for a neater finish. So we're going to single crochet in second chain from hook and single crochet in each of next 5. So we're going to skip the one closest, single crochet in next one, so that's 1, and then 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get my last little guy up here, 5. So that's 6 in total, but do you see how neat it is on the other side? Because we're going to be working in there later. So it's really helpful to go in the back bump if you can stand it. And then we are going to, let's see, single crochet in each of the next 5 chain. Slip stitch in next single crochet. Single crochet in next single crochet. Repeat from asterisk. So now we're going to chain 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single crochet in second chain from hook. And in each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch in next single crochet. Single crochet in next single crochet, go back to the asterisk and change 7. So when you're done with all this fun and games, you will have 25 points. So here I am at the end of the 5th round. I have my 25 points all hanging out in the air here. And when I did the join with slip stitch to first single crochet, I did that single crochet in the new color. It just it makes a little neater color change if you do the last yarn over of the last stitch in the old color with the new color. So proceeding in stripe pattern, and I know from reading the instructions that the stripe pattern is 6 rounds of B, 2 of A, 2 of B. I'm going to chain 1. Oh, let me pull my little guy up here. I don't tie knots when I start new colors. I just leave a about 4 to 6 inch tail. I can always go weave that in later. Then it says, working in remaining loops of foundation chain, single crochet in each of next 6 single crochet. So there were 6 in our point, and we're going to put a single crochet in the opposite side of the foundation chain. Now, if you worked in the back or the bump, like I recommended, you're going to go under both legs of what looks like a stitch. If you worked in the front or V, because that is your preference, it might look a little bit different from what I'm doing. But you made the point in one side of the foundation chain, and then you're putting these stitches in the opposite side. That's 4, 5, 6. Now it says single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the side of the single crochet that is up here. So you want to make sure you leave the top of that stitch empty because you're going to need to work in it later. So more art than science. Just find a place that's comfortable for you to stick your hook and then do it consistently throughout, and you won't have any problems. So there's my single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Then it says single crochet in each of next 6 single crochet. So now this is the top of the 6 stitches that I made the point out of, and that first one is way up here, pretty close to where I just put those other stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it says skip, slip stitch, and single crochet, and go back to the asterisk. So what's going to happen? So here's the point that we just worked on, and here's the next point. Your slip stitch and your single crochet are way down here in the valley between the 2 points, and it's easy to see which one to skip because he's facing straight up and down from the circle center and all the other guys are on the side. So we're going back to that top of that asterisk. So we're skipping him, single crochet in each of next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the side. I think I went a little too low there. Let's go right here. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then single crochet in each of the next 6. Remembering that first one's going to be very close to where you were just working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip the slip stitch in the single crochet. So that's that slip stitch and that single crochet, and then you're going to single crochet in each of the next 6. So this is what it's going to look like. And you're going to work all the way around all the points until we get back to the very beginning. We're going to join that round with a slip stitch in the first single crochet. Coming up to the end of our first round, we've done all of our repeats, and we're going to join with slip stitch to the first single crochet, which is way over there. And then remember, we're going to turn the work now. So we're going to take a look at the second round, and this is the last round I want to show on camera because the third round and the second round are the same, except one is a wrong side round and one is a right side round. So looking at the second round, so we turned our work. Let me see if I can get my working yarn in the right place. There we go. And so it says, skip first single crochet, which is this guy right here. Then it says working in back loops only, single crochet in each of next 6 single crochet. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and next chain 1 space. So there's my chain 1 space right on the tip of the point, and it's going to be single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in that same spot. Then it is single crochet in each of next 6 single crochet, and remember we're working in the back loops, and remember that that top one's up pretty close to where you've just been working. So let's see. There it is. One. Ooh, pardon me. Two. Three. Four. 5, 6, skip next 2 single crochet, so that's 1 on this side and the first one on this side. So 1 here, 1 here, and then we're going to single crochet in the back loop only of the next 6, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. When we get to the end of this second round, we're going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet and turn the work again. And then we will work the third round going in that direction. And as I said, the third round and the second round are pretty much the same. So the first 3 rounds of the stripe pattern are complete at that point. Keep the continuation of the stripe pattern that we talked about earlier. And follow the instructions. And so you're going to keep going until it measures 18 inches or 45.5 centimeters in diameter. And they're telling you to measure from the outer points. So don't measure in the valleys. Measure at the points and measure straight across. So that would be the front. For the back, you're going to do another piece exactly the same. And for finishing, you're going to sew the front and back together through the back loops. But you want to match the points on one side with the valleys of the other side. So obviously your pieces are going to go much bigger, but they're going to, let's see if I can find 2 the same size. You're going to sew them like this. So you're not going to go point to point because that's going to give you a big gap. You're going to put a point in a valley and a point in a valley, etc. And sew that all the way around, making sure that you stuff in that pillow form when there's room, and then sew that opening closed after the pillow form is inside. So thank you so much for joining us here for the Crochet Pleated Pillow. I'm Mary Beth Temple for Hooked for Life. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for fresh content weekly in knitting, crocheting, and other yarny stuff. We look forward to seeing you again here real soon. Bye-bye.